Hi everyone, and welcome to the COSS office in Singapore. It's a pleasure to be here on the air in front of you for the first time together with our new partner, Sankalp. We are looking to do this more frequently, planning on having CEO updates and AMAs going forward, because our connection with the community is one of the most important things that we have. And we have just released the proposals, where it is now up to you as the community to make the decisions on where we go. But on top of what we have been able to put in the proposal, we have also taken a lot of feedback by monitoring our Telegram, our different channels, receiving emails and private messages. So we have compiled that into a list of questions that comes from the community, and we will address most of those questions here now.
Excellent. Thank you, Rune, and hello everyone. It's great to be a part of this journey, and I think we are all at the cusp of creating something very big, and we wanted to take this opportunity together to address most of the questions that the community has asked. At the same time, when we have released a proposal for you guys to decide what our future together should look like. Obviously, the most pressing question has been around swaps and the ratios that we are considering. It's very clear from the announcement. You can see the various ratios that we have. But one thing we have kept in mind, which we had already decided beforehand, is that we will take the pre-announcement market caps, the pre-announcement communities, the pre-announcement prices in consideration. And not only that, we have also taken the benchmark cost price as a 1:1 and put everything in relative to that. Overall, I think we are creating a very large ecosystem of different utilities, as again it is very much detailed on the various FSA and revenue streams that are coming in the next few months. I think another important question, which I think Rune probably can address better than me, is on the entire CFT and what have we done with it, what are we planning with it, and what is it going forward?
Obviously, CFT had a short-lived life. That also have been raised questions about in the community, and as we have clearly replied multiple times there, that CFT was planned last year. Although me and Sankalp have played with the idea and the thought of working together and combining our strengths, that was not on the table when CFT was realized, and hence we went along. We did to some extent some sale, and we eventually launched the CFT token. During that process we were talking, and when we finally come to the conclusion of actually doing this, it all made much more sense to build it all into one strong utility token.
Yep.
But for the CFT, as you have already seen in the announcement, there are two transactions in the announcement. One is the burn. We just burned 178 million of the CFT tokens. We have previously burned 1 million per month for the previous 2 months. So the total burn is 180 million. People may then question, did you actually sell 60 million? Does that mean that you raised 5 million? No, we did not. Our sale was smaller, but there is also a pre-allocation with future partners that was related to market making, liquidity providing, etc. So we're ending up with a circulating supply on the current CFT at 60 million. That will come into play for the swap. The new token will still have 25% trading fee discount, so that feature will be built in. There will still be a burn function in the new token, as also explained in the proposal, where we will actually have a buyback and burn. which gives more strength to it. And some have asked, what do I need to do to receive FSA after the swap? Can I use the same identifier if you store it on my E2 wallet? What we can say for now is that the system will be the same. You will be able to store it externally. There will be an identifier. We are looking to implement the identifier system into the Arax wallet as well.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be on a ledger or my E2 wallet. You can also store on Arax. Whether or not this will be the same identifier or if you have to generate the new, that we will come back to you more in details as we come closer to the actual swap. Because new smart contracts are being made and the entire token system.
Yeah, I think, and at the same time, a lot of questions have also been around the 10 million charity tokens. Again, as you've seen from the announcement, a very well thought process has gone into it, and those 10 million charity tokens on the cost will stay as such. And it's very wonderful that both the companies are coming together, because LALA and Arax also have been doing a lot of charitable work. In fact, the whole financial inclusion aspect and concept is what Arax and LALA were built on. So that process will continue, but with a renewed enthusiasm and with a renewed proper plan, a plan how we can give to the society, a plan on training, on charitable activities in various geographies, on academies, on helping students, orphanages, girls' schools, etc., etc. So, but a full plan we intend to do with those tokens and the FSA that's earned from those tokens. Also, I think the timeliness of this swap has been a question. That is, when are we intending to actually do the token swap? So, like Rune said, right now the entire teams are coming together, and we obviously want to get over this ratio and the whole process, and then announce the full process in the month of May, and get it done ASAP. But we will be announcing those timelines very soon. Also, I think Rune, there has been questions around the whole benefits to the long-term holders, and what are we doing for them, people who have supported both LALA as well as COSS for the longest time. Yes, merging the tokens into one ecosystem is great, but I think Rune would like to also talk about the new utilities that we have explained in the document.
Yeah, I think that is what really makes this merger and the ecosystem plans so strong, is that we are adding so many utilities into one token, and we have the potential of adding multiple more over time. And most of you, at least you from the cost side, you're fully aware of the FSA, which is the main function of the cost token, and that is what so many users have fallen in love with. And of course, the second one is the trading fee discounts. But we're also adding ones, and we know that we have very loyal holders that actually have built up their portfolio on cost tokens because they want to generate FSA over time. They have no interest on selling one single token. They want to hold it. So in today's environment, if you put it on a ledger, you install your identifier, if you have 100,000 cost there, you will receive FSA on a daily basis, but your principals will always remain 100,000 costs. With the new time deposit option, it is actually to benefit those that are thinking long term, those that are the true hodlers, that wants to park the token and not do the day-to-day trading and all of that. You move your tokens over to the Arax wallet, you choose a contract, whether or not let's say, for example, you have 120,000 tokens, you put 100,000 in a 1-year contract, and you're actually increasing your portfolio by 10 or 12% based on the various contracts options, and then you can have 20,000 available on the exchange and do your trading, etc. So we're adding those in as well. And then the last one that we have presented out of the 4 is the burn and buyback. The entire ecosystem of companies and utilities comes together. Not all of the revenue streams can, for regulatory purposes and stuff, directly go into an FSA. Hence, you don't want to do revenue share, profit share, paying dividend, etc. But they are still revenue making for the company as a group, and we can make profits. So with the burn and with the burn and buyback function, we will actually take 20% of the net profit from the entire group of companies and buy back tokens in the open market. And those tokens that we buy back, we will actually burn half of them through the burn function in the contract, so the supply will automatically be updated. This is a process that we will keep on doing until the supply is down to 200, regardless of what option you go for, A, B, or C. And the other half goes to refill the time deposit pool, so the time deposit function can have a much longer life.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, I think in the end, I just want you to picturize a very large ecosystem which just had 1 or 2 token utilities, now has multiple token utilities, and rather stressing on the FSA or the amount of FSA, look at how much your FSA and how much token value is going to increase via this entire ecosystem by bringing so many multiple use cases together. In the end, I think we just want to say that the voting will start on Monday, and voting will be very transparent, and we want everybody to vote. We request everyone to vote, please. We will make sure that one ID counts for one, even if that means we have to manually count each and every vote. We will do that. We have done that in the past, so that all of us as a community, in a very decentralized, blockchainized way, make this decision. Once again, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, teams. Thank you, part of Lala family, part of COSS family. Thank you, Rune. And I think this is going to be an amazing journey, and we just want you to be standing by us. Thank you.
I just want to add one final thing there that we have emphasized in the proposal. So please read the proposal once, twice, 3 times, maybe even 4 times, and even review this video maybe once or twice before you jump into the channel and make your comments. We want you to really, really understand all aspects of the proposal. There is a reason for each of the options. Please try to understand it before you cast your votes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.